for wounds sustained in battle. Please welcome Andrew Higgins.
Good evening, Marines, brothers and sisters in arms. My name is Andrew Higgins. I am humbled and honored to stand before you tonight, as the proud uncle of Sergeant Connor Higgins, one of your own, a Marine who's got that unbreakable spirit running through his veins. First, let me start by thanking the Consul General for this incredible opportunity. You opened your heart and your home to my wife and me, allowing us to join you here in Tijuana to celebrate the 250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. What a gift. And to the gracious people and government of Mexico, thank you for welcoming us with open arms to this beautiful country. God bless Mexico, and God bless the alliances that make us stronger. And a special thank you to the donors. Without you, this event wouldn't have been possible, so thank you. Tonight, as we raise glasses to the Corps, I want to share a story with you. Not just any story, but one that bridges the dusty streets of Iraq to the fierce pride I feel watching my nephews stand tall among you. A story of chaos, but also brotherhood, of pain, but also strength. And above all, a story about how freedom is worth the fight. A fight we must always stand out for and must pass on to future generations. If there's one thing I've learned in my life of service, is that the military and the Marines doesn't just build warriors, it forges families too. And you're all family to Connor. You're the ones who has his back, who train him to be unbreakable, who remind him every day what it means to be Semper Fidelis, always faithful. Here's my story. In 2005, I was deployed to Ramadi, Iraq with the 3rd Battalion, 3rd Infantry Division. I served as a Bradley mechanic with Fox Company 269 Armor, a mix of mechanized infantry rolling in those Bradleys and tankers rumbling behind in the Abrams. We were hunkered down on a fob, a dusty speck of sandbags and concertina wire, holding about 300 of us soldiers. Ramadi was a powder keg back then, a city where every shadow could hide a threat. But it was held together by you, the 3rd Battalion, 7th Marines, Task Force 37, tip of the spear. Marines, I saw you in action, and it was badass. We'd get word of a skirmish, insurgents probing our lines with small arms fire, or an IED rattling the convoy. And before we could even lock and load, here you'd come, screaming down the road in your Humvees, ready for the hunt. Dust clouds swirling, engines roaring, and those battle cries cutting through the chaos. You didn't just respond, you charged. Marines pouring in, itching for a fight, ready to turn the tide before it turned. But Ramadi didn't pull any punches. In August of that year, Al-Qaeda hit us hard. They launched a savage assault on our infantry outpost we called the Hotel, a squat concrete bunker on the edge of our lines. It started with a hail of small arms fire and RPGs screaming in. Then the big one, a dump truck loaded with enough explosives to level a city block. Barreling straight for the front door. God love those Jersey barriers. They caught it just short. Turned what could have been a massacre into a miracle, but still hard. A few of our grunts took hits, enough to remind us how thin the line is between breathing and broken. I was back on the main fob, about a quarter mile out, elbows deep in a Bradley's guts, coaxing an engine back to life. I knew this was war, no glory, no grit. We scrambled. Me, our 88 series operator, a a sergeant to patch those Jersey barriers before they came back for round 2. The dump truck that exploded was basically gone, except the engine and some scattered body parts of the driver that no man should have to see. I slammed the last barrier home, wiped the grime from my hands, and started trudging back to the 88 to roll out. That's when I paused to light a cigarette. A mortar landed about 10 yards away. Dumb luck, or maybe divine timing. My jaw and my leg took a hit, but my headgear and body armor absorbed a large portion of the shrapnel. Blew half my jaw apart and took some teeth with it. It basically blew my shin bone to pieces. My nerves were completely destroyed. The tibia, which is the large bone below the knee, was almost totally gone. It happened so fast that I didn't even know it just happened. As I was laying there, I started coughing up blood, and I was convinced I had a gut shot. Convinced it may be game over for me. I didn't feel a lot of pain right away. It wasn't until a medic and a grunt picked me up to pull me out that the pain kicked in. And pain is an understatement. I couldn't get any morphine right away because I had a head injury, and apparently that can kill you. So after what felt like hours, the medics at the base determined I could get some morphine, and the world started to blur back into focus. Finally, some relief. Evac choppers, surgical bays, and the long, long blur of recovery. I made it. Yes, I still have daily pain, but Marines, let me tell you, those first hours, they etch something deep. Survival isn't luck, it's the fire in your gut. It's the hands pulling you from the fire. The Army, the Marines, or in my case, the fight, reminding you every day why you suit up. Fast forward a year, I'm home, piecing myself back together. Walking is a war now. The titanium rod, a crutch, a fragile scaffold for regrowing bone. Pain's constant and cruel. And then there's Connor, my nephew, all of 3 or 4 years old, with those wide eyes and boundless energy that only a kid has. He wasn't a Marine yet, not even close. Just a little boy in a world too big for him. But blood runs thick, doesn't it? Higgins blood, stubborn, fierce, full of that quiet roar. One afternoon, I swung by his house. I stepped through the door, and here comes Connor, tornado of a toddler. Uncle Andrew, he hollers, launching himself at me, and then kicking me right in the shin. Without a thought, I swung and I backhanded him across the head, and he went flying into a wall. Even his mother thought he deserved it, and nobody loves Connor like his mother loves. And I swear to you, Marines, in that moment, born of battlefield scars and unbreakable love, I helped forge the Marine you know today. He's tough as nails, funny, and handsome like the rest of us Higgins boys. That kick, it tested him. My reaction, it taught him resilience. Pain doesn't break us, it builds us. And look at him now, standing shoulder to shoulder with you. The whole family bursting with pride. His parents, his grandparents, his siblings, his aunts, uncles, his cousins, and me. We're not just cheering from the sidelines. We're in the fight with you, because Connor's success is yours too. It's the Corps'. As we celebrate his birthday, think about that for a second. How many stories like yours weave through the ranks? A soldier's scar inspiring a nephew's oath, a Marine's charge echoing in a child's first stand. That's the magic of the Corps. The way it ripples out, touching lives, igniting fires. You've got Connor's back out there training him, pushing him, loving him like the brother that he is. And in return, he carries that legacy forward, just like you do every day. Simplify isn't a slogan, it's a promise. To each other, to family, and to the fight. So tonight, on this sacred birthday, let's raise a toast. To the Marines who charged into the storm, past, present, and future. To the pain that shapes us, the love that heals us, and the brotherhoods that hold us. God bless the United States Marine Corps. God bless America, and Semper Fi always.
Woo!
behalf of the Marine Security Guard Detachment Tijuana, Mexico, Sergeant King will now be presenting Mr. Higgins with a gift as a sign of appreciation for his brave service and for taking time to speak with us all today. Thank you very much.